Well, it's about that time of the year, the most wonderful time of the year, Christmas time. And you need a little stocking stuffer for the loved ones in your life that, you know, the people that you have to buy a gift for, but, you know, can't be something too expensive, you know, it's all about Christmas, guys. You know, it's about the Christmas spirit. It's not about spending. Okay, so like stocking stuffers. But what do you get somebody when they already have everything? Well, you need something that's gonna fit in a stocking, right? About yay big. And maybe you care about the person, right? Because you're buying them a gift, you want them to be healthy. So you're like, oh, I'll get you something that's like, you know, good for your health, but what do I get you? I don't know what kind of diet you're on, blah, 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 blah. I know, I'll get them a shaker bottle. So you go, oh yeah, but they already have a shaker bottle. These things, you know, the little ball. No, those are old school, you know? And sure, it's in your price range, but if you're willing to spend another $5 to $10, you can get yourself a fancy little, boom, also blender bottle, but these actually are not shaker bottles, they are electric. So if you look here, we got ourselves a Vortex, baby. Oh, yeah! Feel the power. Look at this. It's sexy, it's different, it's electric, and it's portable. And we got several that we're gonna go through today. So today we're gonna compare the Pro Mix Pro electric, you know, shaker mix thing, this guy, with this guy, the Voltrix, what is it? The Voltrix Premium Electric Protein Shaker Bottle. We're gonna pair these two to see which one is better and maybe why you would get one of these guys versus one of these guys, okay? And we're also gonna talk about maybe why would you get that versus one of these guys. Brought to you by Hamilton Beach. Yes, these are the old school, like those little mixers that you can get that have the more powerful blades and, you know, but they're not portable. So we're gonna talk about that. And we're also gonna talk about why you wouldn't just get yourself, why you wouldn't just get one of these babies. Oh, a Ninja blender, wow. We're gonna talk about this and all these things coming right up. Okay, so why would you want to buy one of these little portable guys versus one of these big daddies here, like the Ninja blender here? I mean, look at this thing. It's so shiny and beautiful, and it costs $100, that's why. I mean, I love Ninja products, okay? I have a Ninja Foodie, I have a Ninja blender. I love Ninjas. You know, Ninjas, they're cool.
Believe it! Believe it! I believe it all right.
But is it as cool as this for being portable? No, it's not. Because that's the thing about a Ninja, it should be portable, right? But that Ninja is this big honking thing. Whereas these guys, I can take them anywhere I want to go because they have these little tiny things at the bottom here. That's the power supply, okay? Look at this, look at that. Look at it.
Oh my gosh, just look at it.
The car is not perfect.
Just look at it. Just look at it.
Yeah, well.
What the heck is that?
Look how small that is. That's less than the size of my hand. So you put one of these guys in here, you screw it on, and then you press the button. After charging it up, USB power, boom. You got yourself a little blender there. Now this thing isn't gonna be like mixing things up with ice. It's not as good as like the actual, you know, Vitamix blenders and the Ninja blenders. But if all you're trying to do is mix your protein powder and you don't wanna do that really annoying shaking thing with these guys and shake, 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 shake with the little ball rattling around, then it's probably your best option. So like, let's say that you just finished a workout at the gym and you got a good pump on, you're feeling good, you know, it's late at night, you're glad you got your workout in after work, blah, blah, blah. You're coming home and, you know, it's like you don't wanna make a full meal, so you wanna do the protein shake thing, right? Yeah, perfect, okay. But you don't wanna wake up your roommate, or you don't wanna wake up the wife, or you don't wanna wake up anybody that's in your house. I mean, unless that person shouldn't be in your house, like Santa Claus or something. I mean, maybe then you wanna use the Ninja blender and kind of scare him away with your ninja skills. Although Santa's kind of like a ninja if you think about it, he kind of slips into your house. But anyways, the point is, these are a lot quieter, right? So if you're trying to make these late at night, that's not gonna work. That's gonna wake people up. If you do the big blender thing, that's not gonna work either. But this, listen to this. Soothing, different, swirly, we like. Yes, the Vortex. Much more soothing than the rattling noises. So that's the first reason, is it's quieter. Now, the second reason to get these over like a blender is that you don't have to plug it into the wall, right? These are portable. You just pop off these little bottom pieces here. You charge them up using a USB or whatever kind of charging cable. These come with two different kinds of cables. And they last for a long time. Like, I'll show you guys the test footage here. I was trying to wear these things out. I wasn't trying to wear out the motor or anything, but after 20 plus minutes of blending, they were still going. So these things have at least 20 minutes time. And I've been using them even since those tests, and they've continued to work on that one charge. I was a little afraid to run down the motor, so I didn't want to test them out more than I did, but they last a long time. But we should talk about the differences between these two products, okay? So the Voltrix and the ProMix, pretty similar. This one's like $10 more, it's like 35 bucks or something like that. This one's about 20 something, I wanna say. Might fall a little bit easier into that stocking stuffer kind of range. But, you know, they both work about the same, to be honest. The Voltrix, this guy, is supposed to have a little bit more volume to it, but if you notice, like it actually has the max fill line on here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's about the same at 14 ounces as the other one. So both of these both fill up to 14 ounces. This one says it's 20, I think. This one says it's like 24. But you have to fill that up afterwards. So you'd have to like mix this one up using the blender, and then afterwards you can add a little bit more water to it or add more milk. Also, I should probably talk about some more of the differences here between these two. So this one has metal and this one has plastic. That's about it. This one looks shiny. If you like metal, go with the ProMix. Oh, and there's the one thing that the ProMix has that this doesn't, is it comes with like this little bullet. It's kind of like you fill up the protein, it screws right into the top there. You add it into the top and you can bring your protein mix with you anywhere. So you don't have to lug around a big old thing like this. You don't have to bring one of these big boys with you, right? You just take a little scoop, you put that in there. It holds like a scoop and a half of like Optimum Nutrition protein. I'm not sure how big your protein portions are. Pretty cool feature. So it's just a little something you can take with you on the go, and it's a pro for the ProMix Pro. Though I will say, the Voltrix has a USB-C port, and I like that it actually has that, whereas the ProMix still stuck in the realm of the SD kind of chargers, which I don't know, kind of got to give it the time there, ProMix. I know that ProMix claims to be the original Vortex mixer, but come on, you guys got to update that. USB-C is kind of the standard now, so small deduction there for ProMix. Maybe not the proest of the pros to have on there. One thing you should know about this is originally when I was trying to test out the Voltrix, I thought that it had like way shorter of a battery life than the ProMix, because this actually has a feature where it shuts off after 60 seconds. So it's kind of like a safety feature. And it only does that when it's not full of like really thick liquids. So if it's just full of water and you're just spinning that, after 60 seconds it'll shut off. It's kind of like a safety feature. So all in all, I would definitely recommend both of these guys to you. I think that you should buy them. I think that you should buy them using my affiliate link down in the description. But before you do, there are some small things that you gotta know when using these products. So the first one is you can't get these little chargers wet on the bottom, so you gotta take that off when you're using it. So it's a little bit of a technical thing, but yeah, these little motors are not supposed to get wet with the electric components. So make sure that you detach these when you're trying to like clean them out, you know, you're trying to scrub them in your sink or whatever, wherever you clean them. So make sure that you note that. And then also the other thing to note is that you can't put hot liquids in these, supposedly. I think that's also related to the motor, the fact that if you put like hot tea in here or like a hot cocoa kind of thing or something to keep warm, you try to mix that up, you know, you're not supposed to do that. But it seemed to work all right. I mean, I did it and it didn't die. But I think that like the idea is that this motor can get hot, it has electric components, and that if you put hot liquids in there, it's not approved for it. So yeah, like I said, go out, buy these ProMix things, go out and buy a Ninja blender. If you want to, you can go out and buy the Hamilton Beach blender too, okay? I got that one. I decided not to do the full review on this because this basically just like kind of like the Ninja, but not as good. This is like a cheaper version of the Ninja. It has an actual metal blender in the bottom, you know, unlike these what do they call them? The shaker bottles that aren't shaker bottles, right? But I thought I'd give you guys maybe a little bit of a size comparison here. So like, you know, here's like the Hamilton Beach blender. It's about the same price as the ProMix one here. Okay, these are about the same cost, somewhere in the $30 range-ish, okay? But this one has a metal component at the bottom, like actually something that can actually shred up ice. This one does not shred ice, okay? And this one is not portable, and this one is portable. So just look whatever you want. Look down below, use my affiliate links, knock yourself out, okay? Get whatever works for you. But you know, this is kind of like the cheaper version of the Ninja blender. So if you want the premium stuff, get the premium stuff. Get the Ninja blender if you want to like make your frozen fruit smoothies and stuff like that. Things that you gotta chop frozen things and ice up with. And then when you're just trying to just mix your protein powder, don't use one of these like lame blender bottles that have these little balls at the bottom. Use this guy because it's cool and it lights up and it's sexy and it's the perfect holiday stocking stuffer for this season. Oh, and I should probably mention that I did do a test between the traditional blender bottle, which is the little shaker mechanism, versus these blender bottles, which actually use a real blender. And actually, I didn't really notice too much of a difference, to be honest. Like, I thought there would be, I have like some PTSD, some memories of these things getting dirty where like the ball had like the little nasty goobers attached to the ball. But you know, when I put really thick shakes in there, like I use like milk and then like 2 scoops of protein powder, which is like a really thick smoothie, it actually, with enough shaking, did the same job as the Vortex and like these electric ones. However, I will say, if you guys look in the footage here, when I was shaking it up, I didn't have the cap on right or something like that, and I was trying to shake it really hard, you know. Whoa. Sorry about that, I should probably blur that out. Anyways, I was trying to shake it really hard and you can see what happened. It didn't go so well. I got it everywhere and it reminded me why I have bad memories of these blender bottles here, and I started just using my Ninja blender. But then I was like, well, what do I do when I want to go? And that's why I started using these guys. Okay, so recap time, lightning round. Why would you buy one of these guys versus one of these guys, or like a regular blender? Reason number 1, they're quieter, okay? These guys, very loud and annoying. So are the blenders, so are the Ninja blenders, the Vitamix blenders. Reason number 2, they're cooler, okay? Just look at them, they light up. Much better conversation piece than just, you know, the shake weight that we got over here. And you guys saw I had issues getting this everywhere. Gets a little bit messy, right? Get a little bit harder to clean, okay? That's reason number 2.5. And then on reason number 3, they're just as portable as these guys, okay? So you got the portability of the blender bottle, but the sexiness and the electrification and the Teslaification of, you know, your regular blender bottle. So hopefully that, guys, helps you to understand what these are like. I like both of these products. Go out and buy them. Buy this. Buy the old school blender if you really like that nostalgia factor. Buy a Ninja blender. Buy. NSYNC. Buy. You know, it's the holiday season. Hey. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below if you have any questions. I'm going to be doing some more product reviews coming up. This is kind of turning into a product review channel, but that's okay, baby, because we got to feed that algorithm, and I got to feed my kids. Oh, what's that? You don't think I have kids? What about this guy? This kid right here, and this kid, and they're growing every day, and I got to feed them, baby. I got to give them those gains, so make sure you guys help me gain down in the counter below with the subscriber counts. Yes, and I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, you guys only got one life to lift, and I'll catch you in the next one. Merry Christmas, everybody, and a Happy New Year. I hope this helps you get a little bit stronger going into next year, and maybe you can gift it somebody else and help them on their journey as well. Also, if you're watching this like any other time of the year, still feel free to buy it. I got my links down below. Please, for the love of God, use these links. And there goes my wholesome ending. Toodles.